Another game, another victory in the making for our glorious Emperor.
I see no victory here. I see but one truth, and that truth is war.
Good old Dawn of War Winter Assault. Currently, we are looking forward to the release of Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 3. And I just want to give you guys a quick overview, so if you haven't played the beta, you know what you are getting. By the way, this is one of those demo betas I've been talking about a few weeks ago. The best way to summon up Dawn of War 3 is to say it is a mix of Dawn of War 1 and 2 with some new elements sprinkled in as well. The first Dawn of War was a really classic RTS game with base building and resource gathering, slowly upgrading your troops and buildings, allowing for different playstyles, either very defensive with a lot of turrets and minefields, or offensive with fast attack units and deep striking elites, or simply overrunning everything with cannon fodder and artillery support. Always remember, infantry wins firefights, tanks win battles, and artillery wins wars. Dawn of War 2 got away with the base building almost completely. You do all research in the single main building. The only thing you can build are a few defensive structures and power generators. And unlike in the original Dawn of War, elites were not built anymore. Your commander spawned right away, and other elite units can be called onto the battlefield with earned points. One could say they streamlined the gameplay, though I was always missing the base building. I just enjoy building stuff and let the enemy test my defense. The combat system got a lot more elaborate in Dawn of War 2. In fact, they not only borrowed the engine from Company of Heroes, they also copied the cover system, something I actually really liked in Dawn of War 2. But on the other hand, the size of the battles was scaled down a lot compared to Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 3 seeks to combine the best elements of Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 1. To my enjoyment, the base building is back, although not as elaborate as in Dawn of War 1. I am really missing some defensive structures, but at least you can build armed listening posts on captured points again. All Dawn of War games revolve around resources. The first Dawn of War around two main resources, requisition points and energy. Capturing relic points allowed you to construct rare or super heavy units like the Imperial Guard Baneblade. In Dawn of War 2, this relic mechanism got replaced by an additional resource, which you gained by killing enemies. These points could be used for buying special units and abilities. In Dawn of War 3, this third resource still exists, but it can also be produced at special strategic points when captured. Again, a bit of a mix between the first two games. Just like in Dawn of War 2, these points can be used to call special units onto the battlefield, which you have to select before the battle. For example, an Orc Warboss, Imperial Knights or simple Gabriel Angelos. The game introduces several new features, such as shield generators scattered around the map, which can really lead to hard battles. An example for a new feature for the Space Marines, they can now airdrop almost every unit onto the battlefield. Actually, really nice. I always wanted to send down Predator tanks via Thunderhawk transporter. That's pretty cool. Another thing introduced into Dawn of War 3, and I really like this one, escalation phases, which over the duration of the game increase the resource production step by step, leading to bigger and more intense battles. At the very least, the battle becomes a total mayhem after escalation stage 4. When in the first few minutes, small skirmishes between single squads are decided by a single well-placed grenade, the later battles are ruled by big war machines, troop formations and orbital strikes. Probably the biggest new introduction to the multiplayer is the method of winning. In earlier games you had victory requirements like take and hold or total annihilation. In Dawn of War 3, you have to destroy a power core, which can only be destroyed if 2 shield generators and 2 turrets have been dealt with before. To be honest, this mode doesn't feel very Warhammer-like, more League of Legends-like. Not that much of a classic Warhammer 40k style, but not bad. As someone who came to the PC game from the original tabletop game, I was always a bit irritated anyways, so yeah, still pretty fun, especially together with friends. About the single player, I got not that much to say about it, especially since every other gaming magazine has already covered this. The cutscenes are a bit simplistic. Short animated pictures. Well, that's all I have to say. The story, if you are interested in the story, I suggest you go ahead and take a look at all these the first 10 minutes of gameplay videos. Oh, and apparently they borrowed a name from good old Final Liberation. They got an Inquisitor named Holt in the story. And do you remember this guy? Holt from Final Liberation?
Commissar Holt.
Oh, sorry. Commissar Holt.
Choose your next words with exceptional care.
These old real-life cutscenes have a certain charm to them, don't they? I'm gonna end this video by listing some positive and negative aspects, well, at least in my opinion. The selection of available units is quite large, especially when it comes to the selection of heroes. The heroes are strong, but not too strong. Every unit has something to be countered with. The units are relatively well balanced and you immediately know what they are for. All factions have special bonuses. For example, orcs can gather scrap metal to improve themselves. Quite orcish, I like that. The last positive aspect I really liked, the game gets faster and faster over time with these escalation phases, making the game really intense. And here are the negative aspects. And let's begin with the elephant in the room. There are only 3 factions available of this huge list. And there are actually even more if you know some of the old tabletop armies. The next thing I found really annoying, there is no retreat function for your infantry units. That was something really useful in Dawn of War 2. Next thing, a lot of units stand idling by while allies are being attacked just a few inches away from them. There are only very few buildings available, especially defensive structures. Compared to Dawn of War 1, the amount of available upgrades has been reduced massively. And unrelated to the gameplay issues, the popular co-op mode from Dawn of War 2 will not make a return in Dawn of War 3. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this quick insight into Dawn of War 3. Of course, this was only a beta, so things might change, though I doubt that since the game is about to launch in just a few days. What big changes can be made till then? The big question in my mind is, will I buy the game? And I must say, even though I really enjoyed the game, I won't buy it now. The game has only 3 playable races, the Eldar, the Orcs and the Space Marines. The first Dawn of War game came with these 3 races plus the Chaos Space Marines. Dawn of War 2 came with the Orcs, Eldar, Space Marines and Tyranids. My favorite 2 armies are the Imperial Guard and the Tau, so I guess I will wait till add-ons will come out or the game just gets a little cheaper. Oh, and I really hope they'll keep their promise with the mod support, because Dawn of War lives from mods. Even the first Dawn of War is still played because there are so many amazing mods out there. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below. So see you guys next time. Till then, have a nice day and as always, goodbye and guten Tag. Capturing control points looks kinda dull. Even in Dawn of War 1 this looked better.